I'm gonna try this one more time, okay? Oh my goodness, man. If this don't work, then it ain't supposed to happen. And I'm just saying, you're not supposed to see me, okay? You only supposed to hear me. Can you hear me though? Oh yeah. Nah, I was just dang, that's crazy. Probably because my iPhone on the charger. Because I tried to do it on my iPhone, so I have to do it on my other phone. That's probably what it was. I don't know, son horseplay, but what's up with it, man? Oh, nothing, man. I just took like 3 grams just now, and I was just kind of tripping in silent darkness, just kind of geeking out. Like I said, I was just kind of yeah, it had kicked in. So I just came to my room to be in the darkness, because when you get in the darkness, you start to that's when you get most of your visuals, or most of the things that you are trying to see or trying to whatever. But it was crazy, bro, because when my mushrooms kicked in, it was something I was watching, and I was getting like deja vu. Like the mushrooms was like kind of showing me like, bro, you lived this life before. Like, even though like we don't remember, like that's the crazy thing, right? Because I was thinking, wait, what he say? Oh man, I can't even read that shit. Snell horseplay. I apologize, bro. I apologize. I can't read it right now. But but it was just trippy, and I just wanted to say it before I forgot it, because you know how I always like be like, the shrooms show you like many lifetimes that you lived like over time. And this was like the one time that it was like, you keep saying you lived many lifetimes, and everybody lived many lifetimes, and it's like, no, you actually lived every lifetime. Every lifetime there is. Every life that there ever was, you lived it. And I'm like going, wait, hold on, what the fuck? And it's like, damn, like that's trippy, bro. Like if you really think about it, right? That's why, as we go through life as the person that we are or is at the time that we are, we see everything. We see everything all over again, but we see it in a new light. We see it in the way that we understand it at the time that we're the person that we are. But it's like kind of trippy, like when you think about it, because it's nothing new to everything that you're seeing or that you're going through. It's the same ups and downs of life, love, hate, love, destruction, rebuild, type shit. So it was just like trippy just to see that and understand that, like, bro, like we all are like this everlasting entity or being or whatever this thing is, and we didn't live every lifetime. Like I lived your life, not just mine. I lived yours, his, hers. It didn't matter whose it was. Like we didn't live every life on this planet, like from beginning to now. That's why, like it's kind of weird, because I think when you think about some of the past lives, or past lives that you didn't live, when you live today, that's why you be interested in the certain things that you be interested in the past. Like if you really just pay attention to some of the things that you be interested in that grab your attention, and you be able to watch and you be able to understand it, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I can't really explain it because I'm tripping like a motherfucker right now. I'm tripping. I'm tripping, but I ain't tripping. You feel me? Because I know some of the things that interest me, and I'd be watching and I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why would I even be watching this type of shit? Like, why would I be watching these different tribes that live in the jungle or, live off to their own? Like, why do I be watching certain things, bro? And then you start to see that the level of that you built over time of yourself, because we lived every life. There's not one life on the planet that we actually haven't lived. We actually lived every life. Like that entity or whatever that thing is, we can call it God, we can call it consciousness. I don't know what the hell it is, bro, but it's trippy because once you take shrooms or you take psychedelics, you have the connection to all of it. To all of it. You have access to damn near the Akashic records, if they want to say it, if they want to call it that, whatever they want to call it, you have access to all of it because you are all of it. You done lived it all. That's why we can see the ancestors, or we see the certain gods that we see because we're already all these different things, bro. That shit is just hella trippy to even think about. It's just something hella trippy to think about. And like I always say, man, don't take it from me because I'm just tripping right now. You feel me? Like I'm getting dummy visuals. I can't even tell what the visuals are. And it's crazy because, you know, everybody be wanting a visual experience when you come into the channel. Like the best times is when you see it dark like this. Oh yeah, that's when I'm gonna be telling you what the fuck. You feel me? Because I'm in silent darkness right now. Like, I don't even want the light from the phone, to tell the truth. I don't even want the light from the phone. I kind of just want to just like lay here and just grasp the visuals. But like a lot of things that I seen last time when I dove in, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember. And like that, like one of the things that it showed me, like I said, that we are every lifetime. I didn't want to forget that. That's something that, like, I didn't want to, like, really forget. And I was like, let me just go on and just, do a live so I can just say that, because it's like, damn, when you think about it, like all the things that we ever pay attention to, the different videos we watch, all the shit we watch of things that happen to certain people and everything, bro. Like we been lived every life without even knowing, and we wonder. And like I always said, bro, it's like you carry the world on your shoulders. It's like you almost walk around with the world on your shoulders without even knowing that you're carrying the world on your shoulders. And the simple fact is, you are. You always have, because you already was everything. You was never not nothing outside of anything else. You was always everything. And that's why you live life the way that you live life, as nothing or a nobody, or you feel me, like it's fucking crazy as shit. Because if everybody knew, like, think if everybody knew that we was the ones carrying the world, like that they, us, the people, were the ones carrying the world on their shoulders, or every, like, bro, shit would be like totally different. It would be like totally, like, it was crazy. Because one thing that tripped me out today is, like, because I be talking a lot of shit all the time, you already know, like, especially when it comes to like Christians and Muslims. But when I seen this lady get on today, and she was talking about Jesus, and I understood 100% what she was saying, because she put it in a perspective that was more deeper than the perspective anybody else has ever put it into me and gave it to me. And I understood it to the point to where it's like, okay, you feel me? Jesus is needed to make people care for one another. So now that you have this this person, this idol, this is what makes you care for that person over there that's doing bad. This makes you care for that person over there that's going through some shit. And it's like, fuck that. Like, really, when you think about it, because you shouldn't need anything or anybody else to make you care about or have compassion for other people. But that's what people use it for, like, like to help basically care for the ones that they feel like in need or not in need or that need love. It helps them be able to share and spread love, like, which is wild, bro. But I think the way that she put it to, how did she put it to me, bro? I'm tripping hard right now. I ain't tripping hella hard, but I'm tripping enough to where it's like, I'm tripping. Like, I'm tripping. Like, I can see, I got visuals right now. That's why I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't really read the chat and shit. But all in all, you feel me? Like, the way, the perspective she put it into me, and like I gave her mine, and then the way she gave it to me was like, it's just to spread love. And it's crazy because, all these, like, it's crazy that we got to create these misbeliefs in order for us to be able to spread love or give love to everybody or to be good to everybody. Like, why do you need anything outside of yourself to believe in, to be nice to people? Like, that's the one thing that I guess I don't get. I ain't gonna be able to grasp that one no time soon, but I do kind of get it because we created all these different ideas in order to save us from ourselves. Like, it's like weird as fuck. Like, now that I look at it, well, I ain't gonna say now, I've been seeing it for a minute now, and I just don't like to talk about it because, like I said, once I start talking about it, people get agitated like a motherfucker. Like, people, you don't want to go against people's beliefs. You go against people's beliefs, that's like telling them they ain't shit. Or, I don't know. It's like it start a whole goddamn war and shit. And it's like, I ain't trying to war with people just to go, hey, hold on, so what you're telling me is that, damn, you actually need to believe in another person to make you be a good person. Like, where did we start not believing in self? When did we start putting all the, it's like, you don't have to believe in self. Like, you have to believe in this other thing outside of you in order to make you be a good person. And like, okay, if I'm wrong, then okay, goddamn, I'm wrong. But I'm like going, why do I have to believe in somebody outside of myself and give that person the power in order so that person can give the power back to me in order for me to respect and to love you and treat you like I want to be treated? Like, when did we start doing that shit? Like, come on now, bro. And if I'm wrong, you feel me? I'm wrong then. I'm wrong. Because I feel like, if you're going to be good, you just going to be good. If you're going to be bad, you're going to be bad. Like the little 10-year-old, like it take a 10-year-old to say, hey, sometimes it feel good to do bad. I don't know why, but everybody's done it. Sometimes, I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's a thing, and that's the truth. And I'm like, it was kind of dope that he was being upfront with it. He was being upfront with it. But I think, like, now, like, bro, like later on, like after all my dives, and after all my dives, I like, it's almost like death in life, bro. You didn't kill every aspect of yourself. You didn't stood in front of every part of you that you created and manipulated life with, and you stood in front of that shit and you like kind of destroyed it, or you kind of stepped over it because it was like, hold on, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? What am I believing? Why do I believe all these ideas? Why do I have all these ideas? Why am I carrying all this shit? Is it something to make me feel better than everybody else? Because if I believe this or I believe that, do it make me stand out amongst everybody? And it's like, what the fuck, bro? It's like, that's what I was saying, bro. You'll trap yourself. You'll trap yourself within your own cage, and then you'll blame it on somebody else that got you trapped, but it's actually you. You'll trap yourself within your own ideas and your own beliefs, and not even know that only you can set yourself free. Because you trapped yourself. You put yourself in this place. You put yourself in this understanding. And then when you trapped yourself in that understanding, you fortified the walls and you made the motherfuckers so thick that can't nobody get past them but you. And it's like crazy because then you start to see that that deception is never coming. It ain't always coming out from outside of you. It's mainly like 90% of the deception is coming from inside the house. The nigga said the call is coming from inside the house. And we all didn't really understand it. And it's like, I understand it 100% now. The call has always been coming from inside the house. Whenever you was deceived, it was you deceiving yourself. Like, it was you making the choice to deceive your goddamn self. Every time. Every time. You couldn't blame nobody else. And that's what I was saying. Like, if we do get to the end of life, right? Let's say we get to the end of life and we do meet God. And God say, God don't have to question us or say anything because God gave you the understanding to know all the good and bad. You know every time you did something wrong. You know every time you did something good. Like, if you think about it, we judging ourselves as we go through life. Because you know when you did somebody wrong, how bad it made you feel. Like, you probably didn't feel bad at that time when you feel me, you got over on them for that little money or something, and you feel me. But when that money was spent and you burnt that bridge, you was like, God damn. Why did I even do that? Like, I just seen a case where somebody did that. They did it to the Mexican mafia. They came and knocked off the whole family. But I'm just saying, we do stuff like that. We judge ourselves as we go. We know every point and there's things that you did that I guarantee you hope nobody know. You feel me? There's some shit that you probably did that was fucked up, and you try to hide it. You try to put it to where somewhere nobody will ever find it. So it's like we don't need anybody or anything to actually judge us because we judge ourselves on the way we feel in every situation we deal with, in every situation we go through in life. You start to find out you actually judging yourself. So if we judging ourselves and we're analyzing ourselves through life, because like I said, you know your wrongs. You know what you did that one time where you did that shit. Like I said, ain't nobody gonna know about it. You think don't nobody know, but only you know. But I guarantee you that shit that you did 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times over, somebody else did it. It's just some shit that happens. But we judge ourselves and analyze ourselves through life. We don't need, like, it's crazy because the creator or whatever it is gave us every inch of every piece of everything we need. We don't even gotta pray for shit. We don't gotta pray for shit. All we gotta do is go and look for it and we'll get it. It's the wildest thing, bro. Like, once you start to see it and you like, well, what the fuck? Like, okay, so everything that I want, I can have. And then that's when you start to pay attention to your wants was always fucked up. They was always in the wrong place. Your wants and your needs always been in the wrong place because you wanted the same thing that your uncle said that you wanted, that he wanted. or that your auntie or somebody close to you said they wanted that shit and you said, oh yeah, I like it too. You feel me? Like we always like there's no way to get around being a follower. Okay? Like e-
I've been feeling like I'm stuck in my ways. Sipping juice, pop.
everybody is nothing but followers, bro. Like that's it. Like we all followers. I hate to say it. Even me. I hate to say it because every we follow anything anybody else say that sound fucking good to us. If it look good and it sound good, we follow it and we go, okay, yeah, that do sound nice. And it's always somebody outside of us telling us, hey, you know what you should do? And we always go, you right. You feel me? This is what I'm saying, bro. Look, this is what I'm saying. It's just when you start to listen and you start to pay attention, it do kind of seem like it's just you. It's never been nobody else. All these other people that we didn't created and we didn't put outside of ourselves to play the yes man or to play the no man. It's like we added them to the story of our story of our story. You needed the yes man. You needed that nigga. That nigga played a role that nobody else could play. The role that he played was like damn near like Jesus because he made you feel like you was the man. He made you feel like you was the shit. He always made you feel like you was right. That person played that role like a motherfucker. And that's why you put them in that role. And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, think about your go-to person. Think about your go-to person. Think about your best friend, your best cousin, the one that you go to when you know that you got some shit to say and they understand you 100%. You put them in that role. You created them to play that role, and every time they never fucking failed you. They never failed you. And then, and then that motherfucker, the one folks that ain't shit. You feel me? He played that role to the fullest. Cause every time he was always getting over. If you just don't take what I'm saying verbatim, I'm just saying, go test it out. And cause even females, males, we all got that one motherfucker that we call that's gonna play that's gonna follow us and be like the yes man, like Eddie Murphy and shit on the one movie. Yeah, it's gonna be like yeah, and gonna have your back to the fullest, even when you wrong. Even when you're wrong. And that's what's crazy, right? Because we don't want to call a motherfucker that's going to be 100 with us and go against the shit that we thinking or that we feel. We don't want to call them because I know if I call them, they're going to destroy my dream or they're going to destroy how I feel right now. So it's like crazy, bro. Once you start seeing that you actually are creating this shit without even knowing every step of the way. Every step of the way, you're making your way and creating it and you designing it and bringing people in order to help you design it and fortify it for you. And it's like, fuck. So it's like, even when you get to the end, you can't blame nobody for your actions. You can't blame, oh, well, this person told me to do. You can't blame nobody because along the way you was already making it into what it was. Like like we all have that. Okay, when your girl or your dude, right, they go to work and then they get telling you about work, and you even do it at work because you go to work and you find all the good people and you find all the bad people and you go, okay, I don't like that person. That person, they like to do the job too swell. They own the job on the job. I like this person over here because they laid back. They ain't really tripping. It's like we do it in every which way, bro. In every which way. And I and I'm telling you, I wish I didn't see it. Okay? I think that's what it is, bro. I wish I didn't see it. And maybe I can stop seeing it. Like sometimes I be wanting to go to sleep. I'll be like, fuck that. Like, what the fuck, bro? Psychedelics, it show you too goddamn much. And, like, it show you to the point to where that you see that you can't blame nobody else for your actions or the things that you do or even the situations you put yourself in. It shows you that you trap yourself within your own ideas, within your own beliefs. You trap yourself and you fortify it. And you don't want nobody to come in and break that shit up and change it. That's why whenever we dive in, what do we say? How do you get past yourself? You have to let go. You have to give in. But you don't like nobody controlling your reality. This is the reality that you created. You don't like something to step in and be the driver within your reality. That's why a lot of people don't go far on psychedelics. That's why a lot of people take psychedelics or take mushrooms and they quit after the first experience because they don't want anything to come in and control what they already have going. They can't let go of the reality that they chose for the reality to be. So it's like, but once you let go of what you believe in your ideas and what you think is so, that's when the shit opens up to you. It opens all the way up and it shows you everything. And that's why a lot of people can't get far on it because they don't want to let go of what they believe. They don't want to let go of the aliens. They don't want to let go of flat earth. They don't want to let go of us being human. They don't want to let go of all these different things. That's why it becomes a fight. And then they blame the psychedelics. It's not the psychedelics, nigga. You're fighting with yourself. You're not fighting with anything outside of you. You never been, look, bro, you never been fighting with anything outside of you. You already the spirits. So how you gonna fight with the spirits that you created? You can't fight with the spirits. The spirits are some shit that you created and you accepted and you said to be true. You said the spirits was this and the spirits was that. And then when the spirits don't be what you said it is, you fight with it. So it's like fucking crazy. So everything, every idea that you created, that you made beneficial of your life and you made stand over your life, when you go far ahead, you can't get past yourself. You like, and that's what's fucking crazy. I think that's why the shit opened up to me because I got to the point to where I was just like, fuck my ideas, fuck my beliefs. Fuck all that shit. I don't really need it. You feel me? It's just luggage. That's it. It's just some shit that I packed up that wasn't even actually mine. Because when you really think about it, anything that you know or you believe, it wasn't yours. It never was you. It was somebody gave to you and said this. Everything that you already know is something somebody gave to us. It was all false allegations about a reality that people had made over time. And people didn't understand, so they made up certain things, and we accepted it, and we said, "Okay, yeah, that's the reality I'm gonna live in." And then, damn, it's like kind of trippy because now, that's almost explaining how realities are overlaid over realities, overlaid over realities, because we just start accepting any reality. We accept that one because they told us it was true, but it don't gotta be true. You made it true. Hey, like that's the reason it's true because you said it was because you accepted it. And then when you get to the part where you don't accept it no more, that's when shit opens up and you begin to see shit. And you begin to see that everybody is living the lie. There's nobody that's not living the lie. That everybody is living the illusion. You feel me? Everybody is living the illusion because life is the illusion. Life has always been the illusion. It ain't nothing more than that. It's always been the illusion. It's always been the illusion that you wanted it to be. and and it's like fucking fascinating and shit at the same time, but at the same time it's like what a lot of people say, what the fuck are we doing? Like, oh, we doing this again. Okay, all right. We believe in this again. Okay, all right. Half the shit we believe, we can't even bring it in our face and show it. Like half the things that we believe, we can't even prove. It doesn't matter though, because that's when you start to see like we always been the creators. You don't have to be able to prove something in order for it to be real. All you have to do is have faith or believe. And once you believe, that makes it real in your world. But it's crazy because once you believe that, then that belief creates another belief. It begins to stack on top and it creates a fucking, like I said, you'll fortify your reality and then you'll be stuck in it and you wondering why you stuck in it. And it's like once you learn how to free yourself, bro, oh my God, that shit is so beautiful. You start to see nothing or anything or anybody, no matter what nobody say or anybody or what they do. You be free. You just be free from all the beliefs. You be free from all the ideas. Like, cause it's crazy because we talk about demons, like demons. Like, I don't even look at demons as being these evil spirits no more. I look at demons as being ideas. Ideas. That's all they are. Understanding, beliefs. That's it. They never been more than that. That's and when you give them the power, what do? They do exactly what you said they will do. Okay? It's like, how come demons can't do nothing other than? Because I used to think about that when I was little. I used to be like, dang, if all the demons got banned from heaven, like, what if a demon changed and they be good? Like, do they be forgiven? And it's like, damn, like I had these thoughts at a young age, bro. At a young age, and I never could understand it. I guess I never did get it. Like and maybe because I've been here so many times that the understanding that was given to me over time, it didn't fit with me. It never did. It never did because it was like, damn, what are we creating this shit for, bro? We are creating this shit for some type of weird ass control. And it's like, wow, because then, oh man, bro, I don't know. I'm tripping. My bad. I'm rambling like a motherfucker. But it's wow. Like, because once, like, okay, reality got a pattern to it. Let me explain it this way. And then maybe you can see what the fuck I'm talking about. Reality got a pattern to it, right? Okay, we talked about this. We talked about music, right? How they do music today, what they do. What did they start doing? What did Dr. Dre and them start doing? He started sampling Bootsy Collins. He started sampling old songs, right? And once he sampled the old songs and he turned it into a new song, it was smacking. Everybody loved it. Everybody followed it. You know why? Because that energy of that old song was already in everybody because our parents used to listen to it. Now, take that, right? And put it with the energies of beliefs, of the different beliefs. Because I'm telling you, everything got the same pattern. The pattern is no different. We see the pattern within the flowers, we see the Fibonacci sequence, and we see the same pattern within everything. But we don't understand that the patterns don't just follow the pattern of life, it follows the pattern of our thoughts. It follows the pattern of our thinking. It's like the same pattern playing throughout every sequence of the planet or galaxy. It's the same pattern. It doesn't change. This is the way it grows. This is the way it works. And I think it's like weird because once you start seeing it, like, it's really nothing you can't change it. because that's the way it works. That's why it's easy for somebody like, okay, like Terrence McKenna to come along. And then before Terrence McKenna, it was like Alan Watts. And before Alan Watts, it was like, let's say, Sigmund Freud. Before Sigmund Freud, it was like, Tahuti. You feel me? But each one that came was using the same words, the same influence, that they had the same information. The information never changed. It was just the person that was saying it in a different way. It was like, and it's like crazy. I hate that I see this now because, like I said, it even with, like, okay, Pinocchio, the first motherfucker that wrote Pinocchio, right? Or, and he dropped Pinocchio, and it was a story. Everybody loved it. And then everybody else started writing Pinocchio. Let's say Dracula, right? Dracula, the first motherfucker that was Dracula or that wrote Dracula. And then you got Bram Stoker's Dracula. Then you got fucking Leslie Nielsen drop his own version of Dracula. Everybody come and drop their own version of the same story. But the story fucking never changes. It's the same fucking story, but it's just a different person telling it. And it's crazy because, depending on who telling it, that's where you gonna grasp it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That shit is crazy. Life is crazy. It's not, I ain't saying it's crazy to where it's like, it's bad or something. Nah, it's good. It's good. And I think the only wild thing is once you start figuring out that you create your own happiness, and then you start being happy over time, and then you don't like let too much of anything. I ain't saying you don't get angry here and there, but you start not letting anything else disrupt your happiness, or because you generate your happiness. If anything else outside of you don't make you happy, or like it try to destroy that, or it tries to, because you got people out there that see you happy and they don't like that shit. I never could understand it. That shit be funny to me now. And I remember I used to get mad, but now it just make me laugh because, like, I understand. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you going through, but shit, you see a motherfucker happy, motherfucker be wanting to destroy that shit. Like, what the fuck is you happy for? Life ain't good. Life is ugly. This is happening, this happening. It's like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be sad every day? No, I can't. You feel me? I control my happiness. And despite what's going on, even when I'm in my worst times, I'm going to be laughing. I'm going to be smiling, okay? Hey, it's crazy because, whoo-wee, bro. These shrooms ain't no joke, bro. I love mushrooms. I don't care what nobody say. They are real plant medicines. That's what they are. That's what they are. I think that's why they're coming back into play now. They gonna legalize that shit because that shit is some true medicine. Nothing is better than mushrooms. Nothing is better than psychedelics, bro. Psychedelics is some fucking dope ass. Like I said, it's the flim flam flashizzle. It's the flim flam flashizzle. But yeah, I think I'm done talking, y'all. You feel me? I talked enough. And I don't even be liking to share my mind or how I feel about shit. Cause if I share it, I'm telling you, a lot of people be fucking, like I said, they be hot than a motherfucker. Well, you don't believe in Jesus? I believe in my mama more than I believe in Jesus. I hate to say it. I believe in you more than I believe in something I can't see. I hate to say it. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. But you don't stop believing. You don't let nobody take you away from your belief. If you believe, then okay, that's enough. All right? We don't need everybody else to believe. We just need the aspect of you to believe. Like Like on Rick and Morty, you feel me? It was like, man, we only need, about 78% of y'all to come back. We don't need all of you to come. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you. You like everybody's gonna have their own understanding. Everybody's gonna have their own understanding and what they feel about life. But don't come to me with somebody else's and make it seem like it's yours and I should follow it. Okay? I'm not following shit these days. Like you can't tell me that, oh, God sees everybody's heart and then turn around and say you going to hell if you don't believe. Like, bro, stop playing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get out of my face with that right now. I'm not playing. You feel me? I have nothing against anything anybody believes. If it helps you and it's helping people, then go help the people that actually need help. Like that's what I feel like. If you serving something or you worshiping something, man, go help the ones that need help. Go help the ones that need it. Don't try to help the ones that don't really need it because I feel like this thing is everybody. This thing is already everybody and it's playing every part in the world that you could ever think of. Like, and that shit was like fascinating because I'm going, damn, okay. Damn, I'm like thinking, I done seen all my past lives. Like, it's wild because the things that we say to make it seem like you accomplished something. You feel me? Because it make you feel better about, I don't know, what you doing or some bullshit. And it's like, yeah, I seen all my past lives, and it's like, and then the shrooms just tell you you lived every life. What are you talking about your past lives? You lived every life. You are already everybody that's here. And it's like, wait, what? Like everybody? Yeah, like everybody. Like the thing, whatever that thing is everybody and everything already. So when you think that you lived one life, when you think you lived 1,000 lives, like you didn't actually lived every life. You always didn't lived every life. You are life itself. So as you're living and you're thinking that you this one individual, the thing that you really are then lived every life. It then came into the like it keeps coming in and out of this thing. It's not gonna ever stop coming in and out of this thing. It's not gonna stop being human. It's not gonna stop being human or animal. It's not gonna stop being whatever. It's gonna go in and out of life for eternity. Because like really eternity is not even close to the time that that thing lives or whatever it is. I don't know what to call it. We can call it God. We can call it that. But I feel like if we do that, then we put limitations on it. And we go, okay, it's only the good. Like if we call it God, then that means it's only being the good. And it's not being the bad. You feel me? And it's like, nah, that thing, whatever it is, it's it's doing everything all at once. There's no timeline on it. It's not stopping. It's not slowing down. No, that shit is creating everything and being everything at one fucking time, meaning like the beginning of time to now. It's just one time. And it's gonna keep going. Cause no matter how many people are, we come into this life and we feel like we don't like it as we hear. But the shit, when you had them beautiful times, that shit be awesome. You feel me? Like we come into this life, that's why we keep on coming back. Or we keep on making ourselves over and over and over and over again because life can never get old. How can life ever get old when every time a baby is born into the world, it's a new world to that baby? And we the ones who explain and try to put the old shit in them. We try to put the old programming in them. Even when the programming is updated when that baby come into the world, which is crazy. The program been updated, but we try to get a baby like the old shit. Like, yeah, you know, you gotta be careful with this. You gotta watch out for that. And damn, this is wild, bro. This is wild because I told you I had deja vu. I was having deja vu on this experience right now, and I just was having deja vu right now again. It's like I was having deja vu that I seen like that's just it's crazy. Like I was like a joined twin or some weird ass shit, bro. This shit is wild, but I was like a twin and shit. Like what the fuck, like bro. Like mushrooms is crazy as hell. But nah, life like is so every time we born back into it, bro. The shit gonna always be new, so it could never get old. It don't matter whether it's an animal, an insect, or whatever. Every time it's gonna be brand new. It's gonna be new to where it could never get old ever. You don't gotta keep coming out with different GTAs. You feel me? You don't have to, because every time a new person is born into the world, like they're gonna look at the world in their own way. You feel me? As they coming up, they gonna create the world in their own way. They're gonna create reality in their own way as they go. They're gonna take from the pieces that we have, and they're gonna build their own structure. And every time it's gonna keep renewing itself. So it's like it can be the same reality, but it never gets old. Like damn, like GTA, like keeps adding on to the game, adding new characters, adding new cars, adding new shit. So it's like it'd be the same game, but it never gets old. It can't. It's impossible. Like if you really think about it, it's impossible. Because if you like think if you leave life right, I leave life right now, bam, and I come back, and when I come back, I have no memory. I have like everything is wiped clean. All my data is wiped clean. I'm starting all over. So I'm starting with the upgraded parents that's in the upgraded reality. They're not in the fucking ancient Egypt times. Now they're in the times where cars is damn near flying and shit like that. It's gonna be a new reality. And then bam, I'm gonna live through the time of the flying cars. And then I'm gonna die in the time of the flying cars. But then I'm gonna come back where we ain't gonna need cars. Cause we gonna learn how to fly and shit. And then we gonna be flying. I'm gonna live through that reality. And then I'm gonna die. And then bam, I'm gonna come back. And then in the new reality, I'm not gonna know that we was flying, but I'm gonna get updated. They're gonna tell us, hey, you know, well, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. They're gonna give us all the history of what happened, so we're gonna know and we're gonna understand. And then we're gonna go, hey, man, why we even flying? You know, we can just phase in and phase out, and then we're gonna start phasing in and phasing out. It's like, but every time we come back, it's gonna be new. It's not gonna be old. Even though we're gonna be giving all the old shit, we're gonna be hearing George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King. They're gonna give us the whole history report and rebrand us with the history report and put us back out there. You feel me? And it's like it's fucking crazy as shit, bro. This shit will never get old. Ever. And half the time it itself doesn't really know where it's going. Because as new generations, like as like you know, we know these kids today, they different as